So on the worksheet, you're going to see here is one of the abbreviations, just so you get used to those. Kilo and gram. Well, kilo is the symbol capital K and small g for the gram, so big K, little g. Okay. Millicandela down here on K. Milli is a small m and candela is a CD, so it's the small case MCD for millicandela on K. One other that might be here are these derived units. We talked about derived units. And for instance, the unit of pressure could be a Newton meter. So the Newton is a big N and the meter is M, so NM. So what you can do is you can go through those and check the answers at the bottom. Now, down here, I wanted you to get used to how you add and subtract or multiply and divide. So let's go back to our notes. And the last thing I want to make before you finish this worksheet, and then tomorrow you'll get a vector. So this is not today, but tomorrow. When you're working with the metric units, just like when you're working with scientific notation, you're going to want to add and subtract those, and they have to have the same kind of measurement. Length can be added to length. Mass can be added to mass, grams and grams. And they have to have the same prefixes. So you can't add a kilogram or gram. You can add them, but you have to get them both to the same unit before you do. So when you do those, make sure that they have the same property, length, mass, light, amount, magnetism. Then you can subtract them, but the power on the exponent, if there is an exponent, or the prefix have to be matching before that subtraction will occur. Now, in multiplication division, again, just like x's and y's, they work the same way. A centimeter and a centimeter can be added. They can also be multiplied. When they do, centimeters times centimeters becomes centimeter squared. Okay? So you can just multiply them. But if you're multiplying two units that have the same type of measurement, like a length and a length, make sure they have the same prefix. So change them all to meters or change them all to centimeters. But if there's a centimeter and a gram and a meter, centimeter, a gram, and a kilogram, you can just push those all together, just like x times y times z becomes xyz. A centimeter times a gram times a kilogram becomes a cm times g times a kg. You mash those together. Now you're going to see this when I open up the example here again. And I've got two examples here. 6 divided by 3 is going to be 2. But I have meters cubed and I got meters in the division. So meters cubed divided by meters is meters squared. And then there's another example. If I take meters times centimeters, you can do that, but you got to get them both the meters or both the centimeters. So I move this 2 places left according to my diagram in the notes. So this is 0.03 times 2.5, and I get 0.75, and the meters times meters becomes meters squared. So what you can do to finish out this worksheet for today, let's switch over to that. And just tell me in this number 7 on the worksheet, just get in there and fill them in. I don't care if it's, spaces things out weird or whatever. Just get in there, type those in. I don't want the unit. Don't tell me what 6 plus 420 is. Tell me what is grams plus grams. Well, you keep the common unit. Grams plus grams is grams. When you're multiplying or dividing, in this case, you got megawatts and kilowatts. Just choose one of the two. Let's make them both megawatts. You don't have to tell me the size of the answer, but you would have to change that number. You can change it both to megawatts. You can have to change this one by moving the decimal over 3. And then you can subtract that. On the bottom, tell me how much bigger the base is than this unit. So the base on centimeter is a meter. So how much bigger or smaller is the centimeter? Well, it's 2 places to the right on that diagram, which is actually on the next page. So if you needed to see that, you could just scroll down a little bit, right? Centimeter is 2 places this way. That's 10 and 100 times smaller, or 1/100th. So what I want for this one is 1/100th. And tell me what the rest are. Okay? So you can work your way through that sheet. Finally, on the bottom, do make these transitions so you can get that practice. What is a liter in milliliters? So I'm going to go from the liter part, which is right here. That's the liter. And I want to get to milliliters, which is over here. I'm going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 places to the right. 5 liters becomes 5,000 milliliters. Okay. Grams to kilograms, I'm moving 3 places to the right. So I'm going to move that over. Now, this worksheet is a little bit involved, and I really wanted you to get some practice on changing these units, but it's sort of the start. I wanted to see how you do on those things, okay? So it's a little bit of an assignment on this first one. Tomorrow I think we'll take a little knowledge quiz to see your understanding of some of the concepts of motion and energy and those things. Not that that's great, but it'll tell me where you're at and which places I can spend more time or which ones I shouldn't. It'll be super easy. So finish this worksheet out by the end of class if you can, and if not, then we'll give you a little bit of time. Just jot me a note. There'll also be one quick, give me a little background bio piece about yourself in the questions, but that's what you have left to do that you can finish. So thank you very much. And the homework wise, we're doing chapter 1, so get in there into the book and start to read those. I won't assign anything from the book yet, but read that chapter 1. Thanks.